This is the story of Bo, a strong and resilient dog. Because of his unusual appearance, he was never truly accepted by the people around him. But to me, he was the most wonderful dog.
Do you want tacos?
People, especially little children, would sometimes look at him and ask why my dog looked so ugly. I always smiled and told them that he was beautiful, in a way that simply took a little more time to understand.
Hi, Bubba. Hi.
One afternoon, a friend of mine who worked in landscaping sent me a photo from a property where he was working. In the background of the picture was a small dog with a very unusual appearance. I immediately asked about him. My friend explained that the owners were moving away and no longer wanted him, so they were trying to find a rescue or a foster family. I didn't spend much time thinking about it before deciding to take him in, and that was the moment he entered my life.
What? Tell me. Really? Really, Bubbles?
The first time I met Bo in person. Bo had been born with a severe deformity in his muzzle. He was thin, weak, and completely worn down after years of neglect. For 5 years, he had lived in a backyard with almost no real care or attention. The very next day, I took him to the veterinarian, and that was when we received the devastating news. Bo had heartworms, and his body was so weak that the vet didn't believe he would survive the treatment. His chances of making it were almost non-existent.
Hey, Bubbles. Is it yummy?
But giving up on him was never an option for me. So we fought for him with everything we had. I visited him every single day, sometimes twice a day. I sat beside him, talked to him, stroked his fur, and even sang softly whenever he seemed frightened. 3 different times, I received late-night calls from the clinic telling me that he might not survive the night, and yet every single time, Bo pulled through. After each terrifying night, he would look at me the next morning with those same eyes, as if he was quietly telling me that he was still here. I ended up naming him Botox, not because of wrinkles or beauty treatments, but because every dollar I had was going towards saving his life. I joked that after paying for his treatment, I definitely wouldn't be getting Botox myself anytime soon. But honestly, none of that mattered. Bo became my pride and joy.
Can I boop you?
When he first came home, he immediately jumped up onto our brand new couch with muddy paws. I didn't scold him. How could I? He had never lived inside a home before. No one had ever taught him the rules of being part of a family. He wasn't being bad. He was simply excited to finally feel safe. Our other dog, Riley, quietly walked over to him, nudged him gently with his nose, and showed him where the dog door was. After that, Bo never jumped on the furniture again. He watched, he learned, he trusted. Before long, Bo and Riley became inseparable. They weren't just dogs living in the same house, they became brothers. For the first time in his life, Bo truly belonged somewhere. Bo never snapped, never growled, never reacted with anger.
Sitting by the stove, waiting for food. What you gonna do, lay down? You're sliding down?
Everything in life felt new to him. The feeling of a soft carpet beneath his paws, the sound of a hairdryer, the taste of a cookie gently handed to him by someone who loved him. It was like watching a dog slowly rediscover what kindness felt like. And day by day, he became happier. Bo taught me more about forgiveness and resilience than most people ever could. He reminded me that even hearts that have been hurt the deepest can still learn to trust again. Even souls that have been neglected can still choose love. He came so close to dying, and maybe that's exactly why he appreciated life so much.
So, Bo gets to babysit because his mom is under right now.
Sadly, Bo is no longer with us today. Losing him was one of the hardest things I've ever gone through. The house became quieter after he was gone. Riley looked for him for days. And even now, there are moments when I still expect to hear his paws walking across the floor or see him waiting by the door with those gentle eyes. To many people, Bo looked different. But to me, he was one of the most beautiful dogs I had ever known because he was real 11.
Hi, Bo.
But even though his time here ended, the love he left behind never did. Bo's story continues to live in my heart because he changed the way I see animals, people, and even life itself. He proved that love is not about perfection. It's about compassion, patience, and choosing to care for someone when the world has already given up on them. Bo taught me more about forgiveness, and even souls that have been neglected can still choose love. He came so close to dying, and maybe that's exactly why he appreciated life so much. They care about safety, kindness, and love. And sometimes, the animals that need the most help end up giving us the greatest gift in return.
Taco Eve.
If you're ever thinking about adopting an animal, please remember this. Don't look only at the outside. Some of the most overlooked animals are the ones with the biggest hearts. Adoption is not always easy. It takes patience, responsibility, time, and sacrifice. But if you open your home and your heart, you may end up saving each other.
Sitting by the stove, waiting for food. What you gonna do? Lay down? Just sliding down?
And if Bo's story touched your heart today, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who loves animals, and subscribe to the channel for more emotional rescue stories like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for believing that every life, no matter how imperfect it may seem, deserves love.
Bo's about to get some watermelon and some blueberries. Keep him busy for a little while. Oh, happy boys.
Hey, big boy.
So, perseverance pays off. Gonna get a Kong after all. He'll probably take it and bury it somewhere. Boop!